Yo, my traders, what is going on? It is JB from FFT Trading, about to give you another masterclass in conquering the financial markets. And in today's video, we're going to speak about 4 powerful trading concepts that you guys can go and study, see if they work for yourself, and hopefully apply them to the live market and start smashing it, right? So we'll talk a little bit more about what this video entails, but if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Joseph. I'm a currency and commodities trader with about 4.5 years of experience, and on this channel I just provide bite-sized pieces of information. No matter where you are in your trading journey, I'm there to help you. If you're a beginner, I got beginner content. If you're intermediary, I got intermediary, and if you're extremely advanced, well, I got that kind of content for you as well. So go and check out all my other stuff, and drop me a like if you like this video. Give me a subscribe if you don't want to miss another video, and let me know how I did in the comments. And also, if you want to see anything else, feel free to shoot me a message. So without further ado, let's get into it. Well, when I talk about trading concepts, what I'm simply talking about is a methodology. I can't even say that word. A way of getting into the market, in the sense where it's not so much a strategy, but it's a concept that you will apply to the market. Now, this will include strategies, but I just want to talk about this for a moment, okay? And the first concept that I'm going to talk about is simply, let me go ahead and reduce this size. Cool. So the first concept that I want to talk about is pattern trading, okay? So pattern trading is where you are simply just trading patterns without any kind of you've got your rule set, you've got your criteria, but you're not really worried too much about looking at the state of the market, looking at the direction, like the higher time frame, lower time frames. You just got your pattern, and that's what you trade, okay? And I'm here to tell you that genuinely this works, okay? If you've been feeling like you're trying to piece together too many pieces of information, you're trying to make decisions in the market, it's not working out for you, and you just want some peace of mind where you just look for your pattern and you just take your damn trade and just wait for the cash to roll in, baby, this is exactly what you will do, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically speak about every single concept first before moving on to the next one, okay? Just so you guys have got an understanding, okay? But I do have to make this clear to you guys that just because I'm telling you this doesn't mean that you're going to really understand it, right? I'm going to say that again. Just because I'm telling you guys this, even if you think you understand it, it doesn't mean that you're going to understand it, okay? So in order for you to understand it, you're going to have to take this concept and all these things and every piece of information that you get taught, not just from me, but from everyone else, and apply it yourself to find out what works for you. And let me give you another big piece of advice. When you're trying to find out if it works for you, make sure you give yourself enough time, okay? Don't just take a few trades, see a few wins and expect that it's all going to win, or take a few trades and a few lose and expect that it doesn't work. Give yourself a good time. Give yourself a good amount of time to test these things out. Do a number of trades, do a big time period, and then make your decision, okay? But without further ado, let's carry on and talk about pattern trading. So I'm obviously going to use the patterns that I trade, but I want you to be able to, you can use these patterns, but you also will need to do it in you can also use your own patterns, if that makes sense. And you guys can, if you want to, you don't have to simply just take this, right, as it is, the way I'm teaching it to you. You can kind of pair it with your own learning as well. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, like I said, whatever works for you works for you. But you've got to find out what that is. So let me just go ahead and stop rambling on and let me just talk about these patterns. Okay, so for me, I like to trade break and retest. Nice and old school break and retest patterns. Okay, and I also like to trade double tops and double bottoms. Okay, so we got such as this and we got such as this. Okay, now getting into the market is going to be down to your own ways of working, and whatever time frame that you're going to use, again, is completely down to you. So some of the benefits of just being a pattern trader, simply with nothing else, is that you are, how do I say this? You really do have some peace of mind when it comes to your analysis. So long as you clearly define your patterns and you've clearly got your rules, then you're not looking at anything else, then all you're doing is taking those trades. But the downside of that is that you're going to have periods where things just really flop, and you're going to, you know, with the knowledge that you've gained in trading, you're going to notice certain things, and you're going to be in a situation where it's like, oh, is this really worth it? Is this really working? So with everything in trading and in life, you've got to, you gain something, but you're also going to lose something. Okay, you can't take without giving something, right? And in this scenario, what you will be taking is the ease of mind, the peace of mind, the simplicity of it, just to take those trades. But what you also will be sacrificing is maybe being super accurate on the direction, so you might suffer a lot of losses. Okay, so risk management and all that is completely down to you. So let me just show you that this works. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the 15-minute time frame. I like the 15-minute time frame. We're just going to use these patterns just so it's clear, guys. I want you to look at this pattern, obviously to the down. Oops, a daisy. Obviously, to the downside, it's the exact same. I'm just doing this, okay? I'm simply going boom, boom, boom. Okay. And also remember, guys, that your own patterns and how you see the market and how you enter the market, it's all going to be down to you. So let's go ahead and do the 15-minute. And let's say I am purely just a break and retest trader, okay? I really don't care. So I'm going to look at this. If I see this, I'm taking the trade. Okay, if I see this, I'm taking the trade. I'm just taking break and retest, and I do not give a damn about what else is on the screen. So hang on, let me just go further. I'm gonna close my eyes and go back and back and back and back and back and just kind of show you, you know, I don't even trade USD JPY, but I'm gonna keep it really consistent. Okay, I'm gonna go, and I'm not gonna bother about the times that I'm trading. I'm gonna just show you that this kind of thing works. Okay, so what I'm going to identify as key levels are swing highs and lows, and I'm going to identify them as, you know, the zone has ended once the wick, I've got to the last point of the wick. If for whatever reason, like if I'm by here, right, if I'm looking at this example, okay, if this is my key level like so, all right, that's a bad example. What I'm trying to say is, guys, that I'm going to basically extend it. I'm going to check to the left and extend it if I see any wicks that become adjacent. Okay, so I can't even remember what the front of the thing was. So I'm going to just go ahead and look for some trades. Okay, cool. Right, awesome. So when I see this, okay, me particularly, my rule is this. Okay, stop loss behind the previous structure. Okay, like this. I don't want to put it by there. Me personally, I want to put it by there. And I'm going to base my targets off the size of my stop loss. If it's a really big stop loss, I'm going to go for 1 to 1. If it's an average size stop loss, I'm going to go for 1 to 2. If it's a really good, like small size stop loss, then I'm going to go for 1 to 3. Okay, so let's just see what happens. And obviously, as I'm trading, I'm going to be chopping the trade and changing different trades. So what would happen by here is that I would close this for a loss, okay? So just, you guys can count the loss for me if you want. Let's call this half R because we got another break by there. Cool. And look how simple I'm going to make this, guys. You're going to think I'm crazy, okay? So there we go. Oh yeah, and also I'm going to take my trades as this, right? So when I get a break, right, like here where I got a break below this zone, right? Actually, the break came by here because as you can see, the wick, the body closed by there. So the way I will take these trades is like so, okay? I will wait for price to get in. I'll set my stop order. Like I said, put my stop loss above the previous structure, which is right by here, not by there, the immediate previous structure, and that's it. That's not a bad looking stop loss, kind of big still, so I'll go for, actually let's go for 1 to 2, that's not too bad actually. 1 to 2, awesome. Wait for price to come in, it triggers me. Now, if this gets broken above, I'm going to go ahead and take that trade instantly, okay? So let's see what happens. Okay, if I get a break above by here now, I'm closing the trade and taking a new one. Okay, oops a daisy, didn't mean to do that. See what happens. Okay, we're still good, we're still good, we're still good. Again, if I get a break above by here, I'm taking this trade. Why? Because that's going to be a nice little break and retest. Okay, cool. So that trade gets closed out. Okay. So we end that on half R, so we're sitting at roughly break even. Okay, set my stop order right by there. Look at the previous structure, that's by here. So I guess we should say the previous high or low. There we are, that looks decent. Okay, we'll go for 1 to 2 again. Right, and we're just gonna keep it moving, keep it flowing. Nice and simple. Okay, that's still looking nice. Still looking good, still looking good. Amazing. Okay, cool. So we're selling at, you know, a bit of profit now. Where's the next retest level? So we took a win by there. Let's go ahead and take another one. So price would have triggered us in. This is a nice, very small low. So look at that. We can probably go for 1 to 3 for this one, actually. That's a nice one. See if we can get 1 to 3. Cool. Cool. Okay, so that was a loss. That's fine. Let's go ahead and see if price wants to give us a nice retest by there. Come on. Nope. Do we get a retest by here? Absolutely we do. And this looks like a really nice one. Take a sell. Bish bash bosh. Above by there. Cool. We can go for 1 to 2 on this one again. That's not bad at all. Awesome. Okay. We got a break above. Right by there. So we're going to close this out for roughly... Oh, I can't even see actually. That's about, let's call that half or just over half. So we're sitting at like what, 1.5 now, or 1 hour profit, something like that. Cool. Just do a couple more just to show you that this works, and you can go ahead and try this out for yourself in your own, you know, in the way that you see fit. So that would have definitely triggered. Oh yeah, hang on, what are we doing? So we're going to go for 1 to 1 for this one because the stop loss is pretty big. 63 thingy. Come on, get it! Alright then, cool. So we got another break right by there. So we're going to close this out for 0.2R. So you guys can see what I'm doing. You guys could probably find something better. Do you see what I'm saying? You probably guys could put your stop loss by there, take 1 to 3s. I'm just kind of, you know, I'm just kind of showing you this is what I would pretty much do. So what's that? Go for 1 to 2. That's not bad. Okay. And what we're doing is we're simply just waiting for another break and retest to occur. Okay, so this is looking like we might get a break above by there. Let's see what price wants to do. Okie dokie, so we're going to close this out because as we can see that we broke above with this candle. So we got ourselves a 0.7R W, and let's just do one more. It's a very small low, we'll do that. That's juicy. Probably enter for a 1 to 3. Come on, baby, give us a nice juicy 1 to 3. Damn it! Okay. So let's do one more trade, and then you guys get the picture. Okay. Don't think that would have triggered. That would not have triggered. The reason I'm saying that is our entry would have been by there. Price didn't get to it. Cool. There we are. Where's price gonna go? Cool. Long position. There's the previous low. Bang. You see how easy this is? See how simple this is? Go for 1 to 1 for this one. Alright. Okie dokie. So, what was that? That was like probably like a 0.3R loss by there. Re-enter right by there. Because we see we got that break and retest. So easy. It's so easy. It's so simple. Again, go for a 1 to 1. Alright. Okay, that was news. Probably wouldn't have entered by there. We would have just let it be. Yeah. So we can just leave that alone. We're not going to really enter around news time. Or at least we're going to get out of the trade at news time. So let's see how the market is after news. And now guys, I'm going to link in the description the lo-fi music that I'm playing because a few of my videos are getting copyrighted. But they're nice and chill. I like them. Alright, baby. When you gonna break out of this consolidation? Taking long, isn't it? Oh, yep, that was CPI. Alright, cool. We're definitely not getting no trades now because it's CPI. Let's just keep going though. We're not, like we said, we're not too cared about the, you know, the time of day we're trading. We're just looking at this. Do we get an entry? No. Okay, and the reason why I'm not taking these buys or sells. Ah, there we go. Cool. Ah, the reason why I wouldn't take any buys or sells in this structure because look, it's just consolidating. You can see that, right? You can see we're just in a range, so there's no point. Okay, last point there is the wicks. Clearly got a breakout. Okay, this is going to be pretty big stop loss, I can already tell. Not too bad. Behind the previous high or low. See if we can end it with a 1 to 2. Come on, baby. Come on now, you know you want to give it to me. No, you want to give it to, come on. There we go, simple. All right, cool. So that's done. So let's look at the next concept, okay? So we had pattern trading, right? And then the next is, okay, discretionary trading. Maybe before I talk about discretionary, oops, Before I talk about discretionary trading, let me just talk about, because this was strategy trading, okay? I guess what we can do is, right, structure plus entry trading, okay? So this is where you will have a structure time frame, and then you will have an entry time frame. So you typically want to have them a few time frames apart. Like, you don't really want to do 15-minute structure, 5-minute entries, 5-minute structure, 1-minute entries. Heck, I wouldn't even really suggest doing 4-hour structure than 1-hour entries. You could do 4-hour structure, 15-minute entry. You can do 1-hour structure, maybe 15-minute entry. You could do daily structure, 1-hour entry, maybe. Do you see what I mean? You've got to just make it work for yourself. There's no rules to it. There's no guaranteed thing. But for what I found, splitting it up a little bit, with a little bit of distance between it, 15-minute, 1 minute, that's pretty good. 4-hour, 5-minute could also be good. You're kind of pushing it a little bit. You can also incorporate a couple of time frames in there, but for this particular concept, let's just stick it to one structure time frame and then an entry time frame. Okay, and it's here where you're able to really get a lot of creativity. Okay, so let's go ahead and just say, for example, I'm going to go ahead and use the 4-hour time frame. I love the 4-hour, and what you're going to pretty much do is use your structure time frame to discern the overall direction. This is going to be the part where it gets very, very tricky. So if you guys are into this kind of trading, or you like the way it is, just shoot me a message or ask some questions in the comments. I'll be happy to help you in terms of direction, because people can struggle with the 4-hour, but the 4-hour time frame is such a good time frame to use. I absolutely love it. It's able to give me really good direction for the day, and yeah, it can be hard to read it though. Okay, so for me, I'm going to just speak about how I'd look at this and go on to the 15-minute, and then just go ahead and take some trades. So for me, I can see that there's been a whole lot of hoo-ha. Okay, not really much going on, no clear trend. However, what I am able to see is that we did have this, let me just look at this whole thing. Okay. So I'm not worried about this. I'm just looking at this. I'm just thinking to myself, well, price is showing me that it's going a little bit bullish. Okay, higher low by there. Didn't make a new lower low. Is now broken above. Is now retest by here. Is giving me all the signs, right? Why would I not think that this is going to go up? Okay, so I'm going to think about where price could run into some issues, and that's it. Okay, so my bias is bullish. Now what I'm going to do is now scale to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, and now I basically want to get in on some trades. So I use the 4-hour to find out my key levels and also the overall direction. On the 4-hour as well, I could potentially, if I really want to, take some trades by there. I can take some trades by here, but what I've pretty much done on the 4-hour is find the direction, I found the structure, and I'm going to just see what the 15-minute wants to do and see how the 4-hour is going to formulate and make my decisions based off that. So long as it makes sense on the 4-hour, then I'm good to go. Just because this is bullish doesn't mean that I'm not going to take sells. If I see on the 15-minute that it wants to retrace to this key level, then I might go ahead and take those trades. Okay, it's just about marking out the structure so you're able to make those decisions on where you believe the direction is going to go. You're not going to get it right every single time, but if you do it like this, then you're trading structure and entries correctly. Okay, so find your structure, find the direction, scale to your entry time frame. I'm going to use the 15-minute time frame, and I'm going to say to myself, well, where is the overall structure? Well, I'm not really going to look at anything by here. Okay, I'm going to look at this particular structure, and I can say to myself, well, I'm not going to bother with these little tiny levels, these insignificant levels. I'm just going to wait for price to get to around by here or break above, and guess what? Man's going to take as a trade. Okay, right then. So we got that. Cool. I'm going to put my... It's a really big stop loss, so let me just wait and find some evidence that price wants to respect this key level. It's not bad. It's looking okay, but I don't like this little consolidation. Let's get a bit risky with it. Let's say F it. F it, brother. Take it. Bap. Yeah, I had a feeling. Alright, cool. I'm going to extend that stop loss, okay? And I'm going to see if it wants to give me another bounce and see if I can enter. Looks like we're going down, but okay. It's doing what it wants to do. Let's go back to the 4-hour. I forgot to check that. Okay. 4 hours looking a bit poopy. It's looking a bit, I don't know, bro. I guess we're still bullish. But because the 4 hour is not really kind of giving me any, I mean, this is now like a strong indication, okay? All right, no problem. But the 50-minute is starting to, okay, it's moving a bit bullish. Okay, so this is looking not too bad. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and do it, right? But because in my gut, I don't really trust this. Wouldn't really want to take this trade. But for the purpose of the video, I'm going to go ahead and take it, okay? So obviously the situation on the 4 hour is changing, okay? But I'm waking up in the morning, okay? I'm looking at this, or in the evening time, it's still 6 p.m. It's not looking bad. I'm still in the trade. It's still pushing up. Okay, we mark this as our key level. Let's just go ahead and let that play out. Okay, so on the 4 hour, still looking okay. Hasn't reacted by there yet. Okay, oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, where were we? Were we by there? I honestly can't remember, mate. But this would be, in my opinion, a little bit of cause for concern. Why? Because I can see that we've had a little bit of a push. Okay, a little bit of a push. Price has formed that nice little bearish candle. So this for me is credence for sells, right? Like I said, talking about the structure. But where could price likely go? Probably by there. So let's see if we can get some nice trades in and around this level. Okay, 50-minute for entries, what I want to see. Okay, I want to see that bearish, right, change. Okay, am I able to get in? Okay, now if I put my stop loss by here, okay, that's going to be a massive trade. So what I really want to do is see if I can potentially get a better entry, maybe by there. Okay, fine, no worries. So we got a, oh gosh, so we were at this 4 hour key level. Didn't really get much evidence of anything. We got this small wick, but that wouldn't really be much. Okay, so in a situation like this, you can say to yourself, well, I'm presuming that price will bounce from here. And guys, I know that this 4 hour candle did bounce. I'm just kind of telling you the thought process. I'm not doing this to prove it works or just give myself a, be biased and just say, oh, look, this is what you can do if you want it to work out, blah, blah, blah. I'm just giving you the ideas for your concepts, you see? But I'll do some more examples to show you that this works. I mean, I personally wouldn't have taken this trade, but what I'm saying is, I noticed this was a key level. If you guys are the kind of traders where you're like, okay, 4 hour key level is more likely to rise than fall by here. Let me go ahead and look at the 15-minute. Let me see if I can find some kind of an entry. I mean, me personally, I couldn't see any entry by there. It's just, if you want to take a buy after that, sure, but where's the structure? In my opinion, the structure's kind of been violated with this and there's not really much going on. Okay, so that's what we pretty much do. Now I can see on the 4 hour that we are in a range. Okay, clearly it's in a range. So what I'm going to do is wait for price to get to either end. Oh, damn it, as I say that. Cool. So as price gets by here, what can we try and do? Okay, let's go ahead and look for some bearish evidence. So we get no trade because it was news. My word, that is a huge move. All right, so we see price has broken lower. Okay, it's 2 p.m. Are we able to get any trades? There's no structure to put our stop loss behind. I'm not feeling it. Okay, now the situation is a lot clearer. Okay, we're gonna just simply wait for something. Oh, bearish. I mean, this is 8 p.m. I'm not going to be trading at this time. But what can we see? Let's get to 6 a.m. Okie dokie. So, in my opinion, right, price is looking very bullish. We could probably get to this key level before anything happens. So, let's see if we can take some trades in the 15-minute. It's also looking bullish. We can take trades by there. We can take trades there. Or we can wait for price to break out by here. Okay. So I like to trade a retest. I don't get any retest. That's so frustrating. All right, cool. That is a retest, but I'm probably going to go for half risk because you can see price has pushed on quite a decent amount. There we go. There we go. Half risk. Let's see what it wants to do. All right, we're at that 4 hour zone, I believe. So it's getting a bit scary. And as you can see, price did take us out. That is no problem. Oh, it's news. Okie dokie. So once the news is cleared, something you can do is this, right? This is one of our key levels that we drew out previously. If I'm being truthfully honest, I'm not really going to look at this as a key level anymore. For me personally, because I've seen new structure form and new structure is broken. Okay, if you look at the 1 hour, I shouldn't really look at the 1 hour because I just did 4 hour and 15 minute, but there we are. Forget what I just said. Let's go to another day. Okay, price is ranging again. Let's just finish this up with a nice couple of trades. Let's get to 6 p.m. and get this a bit more accurate. Holy moly. Right, can we get in? Alright. Okie dokie. Fine. We've got a bit of a weird key level by here. I would have drawn this as a key level, but it's not too bad. Let's see if we can just put that by there. Stop loss, but that's a massive stop loss though. It's huge. Okie dokie. What's the 4 hour looking like? Okay. With the 4 hour, we had a little retest. Okay. So let's assume we were waiting for the 4 hour break. Sorry, the 4 hour close. What do we have? Let's wait for something bullish to happen. Okay. Okie dokie. Still looking a bit bearish. That's still looking a bit odd. Yeah, price is being really awkward. Doesn't want to do anything. Wants to just bum around. That's probably going to bounce upwards. Boink. It's still being silly. Okay, price is really struggling to get above this level. So, in my opinion, where could we go? But it's just key levels around key levels. This is really grim. Let's wait for something stronger. Okay, that's good for me. Let's see if we can end with a nice buy. Come on, man, the people are starving. Yeah, you can see that a lot in this is pretty much just price breaking out, and we're not getting our entries. So it is what it is, really. And then when we do finally get some entries, all the momentum for the day is pretty much just gone. You know, these days suck, man. What is going on here? This looks like a terrible month. This is why I really don't trade Forex, to be honest with you. I much prefer gold. I could show you some amazing trades on gold, but let's just keep going. Okay, let's just keep going. The volume is tiny, man. Where's the moves at? Where are the moves at? Okay. We're bullish. Let's wait for something bullish. Come on now. I know you want to give me something. Come on now. Come on now. This is going to be the last trade now, guys. I'm going to move on because I know I'm taking up a lot of your time. All right, then. That's a lot to ask for. Who cares? Just set the damn thing. Oh my god, we didn't even get the entry, bro. We didn't even get the entry to the key level. That is so sad. And I know that's not even going to rise anymore. Yeah, it's going to go down and smash. Yeah, I knew that would happen. Alright then, I guess the charts want us to keep on trading a little bit longer. Come on. This is looking like terrible price action. It's rangy. Let me just wait for price to get to there. It's really rangy. I'm not looking for this. Amazing. Take the buys. Don't even think about it. Look, that's perfect. We got a small little break above. Give me the entry to my zone. Look at that tiny stop loss. Come on, retest, baby. Retest, baby. Mother yakar, mother ya. Okay. Now I'm not taking this retest because it's pushed on too much. Right? It's pushed on too much. So I'm not taking it. But damn, we're not getting nothing, yo. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to move on because we've done that too much. You get the concept, right? I was just trying to... Oh, hang on. I was just trying to show you that the concept worked, but you guys know that it works. I hope you can trust me. Okie dokie, cool. So we went from pattern trading, structure, and entry trading, okay? And the third thing that I want to talk about, okay, is... I guess rule-based trading. Okay, so rule-based trading is very simple. I don't need to go and do like chart work for this. It's pretty much the same kind of strategies that you guys have been very, very accustomed to. You're not really making decisions. You're letting the market make those decisions for you. And it's simply where you just have do X when Y happens, do A when B happens, when A, B, C happens, do X, Y, Z. And you're not really taking into account the mood of the market, the structure. You know, you're taking note of the structure, but you're just extremely rule based, okay? You know, if this candle happens like this, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And you know, the good things about that is that it's very easy to follow, very structured, very simple. But for me, the problem is I felt like my hands were so tied when I used to trade like that. I really didn't like it when I trade like that. And the way that I personally trade now, okay, is a discretionary approach, okay, which is kind of like a combination of everything, okay? And the reason why I love this kind of trading style so much is because I have my process. Doesn't mean I just take any kind of decision, but it means I have my process, and whatever I am pretty much feeling, let me go ahead and add by here, okay? I'm also going to be putting into thingies, trust your gut, because I very much trade from my gut. Like I have the process. It's not just I trade willy-nilly. But if in my gut I don't feel it, I don't take it. If I feel it in my gut, I take it. I know when it's good, I know when it's not good, right? And I just listen to that gut feeling. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you what I mean by discretionary trading, because you guys might be a little bit confused, okay? And I promise I won't take too much of your time, okay? So I'll kind of go over, hang on a second. I'll kind of go over rule-based trading as well, just like a simple example, okay? So if we're looking at rule-based trading, something like this would happen, okay? So I would say to myself, okay, I don't even want to go into it. You guys know what rule-based trading is, okay? So how would I approach the market? How would I literally approach the market if in this style of trading? Okay, so I'm going to basically start on the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to go to 6 a.m., which is the time that I would start, which would be right about here. And this is my whole discretionary approach, okay? I'm going to say to myself, well, I've got my key level right by there. I've got my situation by there, my little key levels by there. Price looking pretty bullish, okay? The two things that could happen is that price could literally break above and go crazy and go ham, or it could pretty much retrace. So let me see what's happening on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, I can pretty much see the 1 hour is also pushing. What I will do is see if price wants to trade above by here, then I'll take some trades. But if it wants to just faff around by there, then I may be able to take some sells. Okay, so I can see that we've got a bearish candle. Let me go ahead and look at the 5-minute time frame. Okay, actually look at the 50-minute. 50-minute still bullish, okay, but I could probably take some trades to around by there if I really want to, but ideally I want to see if I can take some sells all the way down. But I'm only going to do that if I see it popping on the 5-minute, okay? Still looking bullish, still looking bullish, still looking bullish, still looking... Okay. Cool. Let me see if I can wait for some kind of retracement. Ah, damn it, you mother yak, I didn't think you're going to move so fast. Let's stop so that people can see. Okay. Unlikely that I would get any... Okay, cool. So we entered into my zone. Stop loss above. Those are some news candles, so I'm going to basically go by here. Okay, you see I'm using the 5-minute because I don't really want to use the 15-minute. You're going to see me use the 15-minute in other situations. Okay, let's see what we can get from this. Okay, and I'm going to just manage this trade. I'm going to see how it wants to play out. I'm not going to close it out. I'm going to just see what it wants to do. Okay, if it starts getting back to my entry, I'm probably going to go break even, but it's doing its thing. Amazing. Okay, cool. So I'm going to basically wait for price to just break structure to the downside before I take any profits out. Okay, it's pushing, it's pushing, it's pushing, it's pushing, it's pushing. Cool. So that was it. So we got ourselves a nice 1 to 3.6. Cool. Let's keep on going. Alrighty. Go back to 6 a.m. Boom. That's 6 a.m. Alright, then what I can see is that price has been pushing for a long time. The 4-hour is bullish. However, I could also see how if price wanted to retrace, that wouldn't be a bad thing at all. I don't think that's off the cards. All right, then I can see that we've got this weird little key level by there. What's the 50-minute looking like? Okay, fine. So if it starts traveling below by here, then I'm going to go and take that trade to the downside. Cool. So that's, yeah, why not? Short position. Put the entry by there. Stop loss by there. 1 to 3. Cool. We're triggered in. All right. I'm going to close that trade early. Okay. I don't like that. Okay, so we close that for half. Cool. Let's see what happened. Would it have actually gone back up? Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this trade. If it triggers us in, fantastic. If not, perfect. It doesn't trigger us in. Still bearish. Let's wait for price to get by there. Give me a big candle. Cool. There's our trade. Mother yak. Was that news? That probably was news. Might have closed out early. Okay. Come back tomorrow. Can't be bothered with that. Cool. We missed out on some big profits. That's fine. Okay, cool. So again, same thing. Price looking overextended. Let's see what it wants to do. Does it want to go higher? Does it want to go lower? I'm going to basically wait for price to tell me that, okay, by trading outside one of these zones. Okay. Did I get any kind of entry? Let's see if price wants to come in. Get in there. Get in. Okie dokie. There was an entry by there, but I want to see like a little bit of depletion. Okay, nothing really. Oh, yeah, it's way past bedtime, way past stopping trading time. Coolio. Where's 6 a.m.? Oh, damn it. I'm so lazy. Oh, no, that's going to mess things up a little bit now, isn't it? All right, then. Cool. So, hope you guys know from our process so far, you know there'd be no fabrication in this and why I'm going to take this trade. Where we can see the price is clearly at a key level, has hit this retest level, is already bullish. We're looking like we're really good to go and take some trades to the top by there. Okay, on the 1 hour, what are we looking at? We've already reacted to this key level. If I go to the 15 minute, it's also looking good, kind of. If I look at the 5 minute, what are we looking at? Okay, cool. So, let me see if price wants to come back to this key level, right by here. Or it wants to go above. Let's wait and see. Okay. The reason why I'm not saying this key level is because it's not really... it's in the consolidation. Let's go and see if it wants to react by there. Doesn't want to. Oh, okay. We got a little bounce from that key level by there. Why do we note this key level? Because it's a major key level at the 1 hour level. It's just looking decent, right? This was a little consolidation. This was a strong key level. I'm putting the stop order above by there. Look at Daisy. Putting the stop order above by there. I'm literally just waiting. All I wanted to do was wait for price to react to it. It reacted to it positively. Okay, if I'm just going to be a bit more honest. Okay, and show you guys, this is what it would be like. Okay, so set my entry by there. Bish, bash, bosh. As you can see, there's, in my opinion, okay, not much going on really. Still doing its thing. Where can I get out as a target? Okay, where's the 4 hour level? Right by there. Okay, cool. So, what can we get out of this? 2.5 hour? Sounds good. And we know this trade wins because we literally saw the 4 hour candle go nuts. Alright then, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and close that trade out by there. I don't like him messing around. Take 2 hour out. That is it. Awesome. Cool. Guys, that is going to conclude the video. I hope you were able to learn something really valuable. Obviously, we had a little bit of technical difficulties when it came to the structure and entry timeframes, but I could have literally shown you that this process works really, really well. I wanted to kind of break it down simply on the 4 hour, 15 minute, and you saw what to do, guys. And I hope you guys, really found value in those teachings. It's really important to go through all these different ways of trading so that you're able to discover what works best for you, and most importantly, what you feel comfortable with, because whatever you feel comfortable with, you will want to stick with it. Okay, it fits your personality style, and that's going to be really, really good for you. So guys, if you enjoyed that, drop me a like, drop a subscribe, let me know how I did in the comments, and if there's any kind of content that you want to see, please let me know. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.